Hello, we have another interview for the 2023 DLFF Film Festival. This is with the uh, cast and crew of I Like Your Father. We won't tell you too much about it, but the title is pretty self-explanatory. We are joined from left to right. We have Alberto, who was the DP. We have Isabel Bernal, who was the director, and she is the actor. She's the I in I Like Your Father. And then we have Armando, who was the sound designer. Thank you so
Yep.
much for joining us. We're so happy to have you be part of our festival.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Ryan.
And they're coming to us from Spain. I think one of the best things about the pandemic was we're so connected now. I was just thinking as I was logging in, I was like, why didn't we have Zoom before? We could have had this conversation years ago.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyways, how did you guys come up with the idea? It's a very like basic premise, but it's you
It
you
really
do a very
is.
good job of finding the comedy.
The scriptwriter is here too with us.
Okay.
So she had the idea basically. Do you want to explain it?
Yeah, maybe I have to talk in Spanish because my English is not so well
Yeah.
as
Okay.
Do your best.
I can translate
but
anything.
Armando
Yeah.
is going to translate me.
Do your best.
La idea de este corto, como ya has dicho, es bastante básica
Mhm.
y sí.
So yeah, it's a basic idea like you said.
Pero me gustaba la idea de coger a una pareja y ponerles en una situación en la que hay una diferencia entre ser sincero con tu pareja o cometer un sincericidio.
Okay, so she's saying like it's different to be sincere with your partner and to commit sincericide, which is like a word. I don't know if you made it up really, but it's a funny word, like talking too much. You're
Like sharing too much.
Yeah.
Sharing
yourself
too
with
much.
talking
too much.
Yeah.
Porque cuando tú estás, me gustaba la idea de cuando tú estás en una relación en la que se supone que puedes contarle todo a tu pareja y además con total naturalidad y de repente pues te ha pasado una cosa que en un momento puntual te ha gustado su padre y se lo puedes decir.
Right. So like having a safe space with your partner is kind of it could backfire because you feel like you can tell them, your partner, whoever it is, like you for a brief moment had a feeling of liking or feeling the hots about their father. So you can just say it and it's not going to be a big problem, but then
Right.
it suddenly might be because it's controversial in the end, to like someone else's father while they're your partner. It's weird. It's weird.
But what I liked
she
about
had that
it,
idea. I don't know why.
I don't have a father.
what I liked about it was it is relatable because this could happen. It doesn't have to be this subject. It could happen all the time because you say something, you don't know how the other person's going to hear it, and then how they're going to react. So it's a balance between, well, I want to be honest with my partner and be able to say anything, but at the end of the day, two people communicating have to be very, very careful. So, Armando, I really appreciated the sound design because first of all, there's a lot of talking, right? There's a lot of back and forth, but also they were doing like everyday tasks. So it was like observing them in the everyday. So I really liked that because it was very documentary kind of like. So was there any challenges with sound design?
Not really, not a big challenge as in like something that's complicated to do or something like that, but it does have an artistic point of view in the part of sound design because I try to use the elements that are given to me in a script in order to tell a story. And in this case, the protagonist was making some fried eggs or tomatoes.
Yeah.
Right. So some fried tomatoes, and it's like I use that to kind of convey how the character was feeling, or the sounds on the vitroceramica, how do you call it, the fire?
The fire.
Yep.
They tell you what the character is kind of thinking, like stopping here.
Yeah.
What did you just say?
Yeah.
Like,
and it's like the tomatoes are in the script like, you remember the other day when your father was pelando?
peeling the tomatoes.
Peeling the
Yeah.
tomatoes and he's cooking
he's
tomatoes.
like-
It's like,
Yeah.
exactly.
Right.
So it's like,
what are you saying?
oh, what you're doing, it's
Yeah.
making me kind of hot because your father did
Yeah.
that. You know, it's like, okay.
Which also creates insecurity on the man.
Yeah.
You know.
But hey,
Of
yeah,
course.
sure.
And Alberto, it's kind of the same thing. You captured a very like domestic scene, you know, which you can tell, you know, it's hard to make things look natural, you know.
Yeah.
And I appreciated the brightness, the visual brightness, because the conversation could be dark. So tell us a little bit about how you approached the photography.
Well, when Isabel and I, when we talk about this project, we thought about recording it like with a lot of actions, so it won't be like a two-shot thing.
Right.
And so we wanted to have all the actions, the movement with the actors, and looking something like the shot inside the oven, something like weird places to put the camera.
It was weird.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. But yeah, and also with the color. But nowadays, when you see in a comedy, you just have the everything pop up, all the brightness, the colors. But I wanted like contrasty thing, so the look has something vivid,
some texture.
Yeah, like filmic. So yeah, it was really nice to work with family.
Oh yeah, we are kind of
how long have you guys been working together?
5 years.
5 years.
5 years with the producer, with No Father Films, but we've actually known each other for way longer.
Yeah, like
8 years since I've been here.
8 to 9 years. Yeah.
8 years now.
I think the last thing I wanted to ask is more broad. Could you just tell us a little bit about what the independent film industry is like in Spain? Just because that's very interesting for us to learn about other countries. Like we know what's going on in Hollywood, but you know, some of the things that you guys experience.
Well, we actually, I'll start. We actually all have different experiences with it, I think, because we all work in the cinema world, really. But, you know, thing here, I don't know about Hollywood, but it works with, you know, connections. You know someone, you get to know people in shootings and they call you back because you're a great worker, you know. And so I think we've actually been pretty successful, the three of us in this world. We live out of, you know, living for the cinema. So that's something that's quite unusual.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, me as a sound designer, I work at technical part of the world. So it's not as, you know, occupied this place in the industry. So I get a lot of calls and, you know, Alberto is a great DP and a great camera worker as well as an actor, and Isa is an amazing actress who's done, you know, very great things on camera. So I think we all have had our difficulties because working in cinema is not always easy. But I think we've had very great opportunities, and it's been pretty good.
Yeah, I think in Spain has changed along all these years, because now you can learn how to film, and there are a lot of schools, so you can learn. Actually, we studied in the same school.
Oh,
in the same film school. Yeah. And thanks to the platforms like Netflix, Amazon, and HBO, all the stuff here in Madrid and also Barcelona, in Spain in general, has been quite different and has
brought a lot of industry.
Yeah, I think so, and help us really much.
Yeah,
And
it's exciting. It's exciting.
yeah. I think these 3 years has been the years
Since the pandemic.
since the
Oh, yeah.
pandemic. Yeah, because we were
Consuming
and
Consuming,
consuming
yeah.
all of the material.
platforms, all the
So
materials.
it,
so-
it created a necessity of the
Yeah.
platforms
Yeah,
to, you
that's
know,
it.
create,
Yeah.
create more and more. And especially, you know, since La Casa de Papel, I think the house, what's it called?
I don't
Uh,
know in English.
It's a Spanish series that went really well in Netflix. And since that, Money Heist.
Money Heist.
Money
Yeah,
Heist. And it's been a pretty great success worldwide. So it's brought a lot of industry into Spain.
Great. Yeah, that's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for talking to us and promoting your film. And so 2023 DLFF Film Festival, I Like Your Father will be available online during the festival, May 12th to 13th. So check back for links and check out what happens when someone tells their partner that they do like their father. Thank you so much.